A man named Cloud Davison opened the Hapuna Kahuna Tiki Bar and Kitchen on June 22nd. The restaurant is already closed due to cultural appropriation, or accusations of cultural appropriation. I've made a mistake, and I'm very sorry, he told the Corvallis Gazette-Times. Cloud had grown up in Hawaii and wanted to recreate the things from his childhood that he remembered so dearly. He received criticism from people on social media where there was a serious debate on whether or not it was appropriate for a cook from a certain ethnicity to cook food from other cultures. I'm very sympathetic to the issues that were brought up to me, and I'm not for one moment going to tell a person of color that they're wrong for how they feel, he continued. Cloud decided to close the restaurant but plans to reopen with only the bar and no restaurant at a later date. A link to this article is in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself, but this isn't much of a surprise this time around, as this happened very recently, featuring a burrito truck in, I think it was Oregon, somewhere in Portland, right? So, as crazy as this all is, it's starting to become more normal, and I think the outrage is starting to build quite a bit, as people who are normally on the fence on situations like this have seemingly began to speak out a little more easily. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see, and wait for another one, and see what people say then, because this hasn't really been covered on, certainly on mainstream media. Well, it's hard to want to cover a story like this when CNN just fucking blackmailed the motherfucker. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this as a bit of a short video, but I found this article and just the second time this happens, I'm a little more pissed off, but I'm a little less surprised. It really bums me out that this guy chickened out so early too. Never give in to these people's demands. Never apologize. Always stand your ground, because if you apologize once, they will keep demanding more things to see what they can get out of you. They really are like somebody in the other room with a gun, and they don't have any bullets. The only weapon they have is their guilt and their attempt to try to shame you for things you've never done. Don't give them the satisfaction. Don't ever apologize, and just remember that these people have no one's best interest in mind. They think they have some sort of representation of an invisible group that doesn't really exist, because this group is infected with individualism. You can't say that all black people are liberal, because every individual on this planet has the ability to think for themselves. So, I guess I'll end up rambling if I keep going, but I didn't want to leave it at only 2 minutes long, so let me know what you think about this bullshit in the comments below, and if you want, check out the full article for yourself. And I'll see you all later.